Hey, what's up? This is Jamal Abbott here to talk to you today about what's going on. It's been quite a while and I haven't done an episode in this format where I'm talking to you one on one. Maybe you've listened, you've heard just the different speeches and just other things like that. But I haven't sat down and done a podcast in quite some time. So, really excited about talking to you from my mouth to your ears and just want to let you know what I'm thinking about. One of the things that I've been thinking about quite a bit here recently is wanting to expand the scope of the things I talk about. So the podcast was always about my interests, what I'm interested in, what I would want in my own podcasts because I hadn't heard anything about some of the interest with tech and business and leadership. So that's some of the stuff that you've heard over the years. And I can't believe it's already been, what's this? I think I started this in 2019. So it's been about 3 years since I've started this show. So amazing how time flies by with that. But what I really enjoy is technology. And I want to bring you more different aspects of technology. My background is in telecommunications. Nobody uses that anymore. So the closest thing to that is voice communications. But I always find that limiting. There's only so much you can talk about. I can talk so much about phone systems before you might get bored, or I might get bored about that. But the one thing I've been really focusing on is this concept called digital infrastructure or digital technologies. And with digital infrastructure, we're dealing with the technologies that allow for voice, allow for data, that allows for all the apps and programs that we use on a day-to-day basis, whether it's for business or for entertainment. All those things are powering what we do, and it's super important in our lives. So I've been focusing more on that as far as reading and just understanding of what that term means, and a lot of this stuff is are things that I've dealt with in my career. So just think about this episode as a primer to digital infrastructure, and we're going to learn a couple things about that. So the goal here going forward is to focus more on these aspects, how this affects our lives. And I've always been a big proponent in that, access to the 21st century economy is through these digital technologies. So understanding the infrastructure behind it, what's powering it, can give you some insights as to where the world is going. And then for those that are interested in pursuing careers in this area, whether if it's on the sales side of things or if you want to be in a technical role, maybe this will inspire you to dig a little bit further into that. So let me start off by defining what digital infrastructure is. And it's essentially the plumbing that allows for our communications technology to flourish. Those aspects that make up digital infrastructure include fiber optic networks, data centers, small cells, cell phone towers, and I know I'm probably missing something else here. Oh, edge infrastructure. We can't forget about that. That's on the newer side of things. But those are the main components that make up digital infrastructure, and it's what's really driving our economy forward. Fiber optics is something it's talked about quite a bit. We'll actually touch on that more in another episode. I'll dedicate to that. But fiber is huge, and it's not going away. The legacy cousin of copper infrastructure, or the legacy uh, relative to fiber optics, is copper infrastructure, and that is pretty much on its way out. I've seen this quite a bit, just working with some of my customers, and a lot of the carriers and a lot of the service providers are definitely moving out of that direction. So it's it's an interesting point where we're at right now, for the need for fiber, for the need for more data capacity in order for us to do things smarter, better, and faster. And that's what I'm really interested in right now. So I'll talk more about data center infrastructure. That's something that I traditionally haven't had a whole lot of exposure to from a work standpoint, but there's plenty of resources out there that will allow me to get a little bit more familiar with that aspect of digital infrastructure. Cell phone towers, super intrigued by that, even though it's just a metal structure that that holds up antennas. Just something about that. It's pretty amazing. And then once you start to see that they're everywhere, you start to, at least I do, I start to admire the placement of them, and then how they allow us to do the things that we like to do on the go. And there's really like no interruption when it comes to how we use our mobile devices. So those things are very, very important. So that's digital infrastructure in a nutshell. Like I said, we're going to talk more about this, but just wanted to touch bases, say what's up. Hope you're doing well, and thank you for rocking with me, and thank you for just going along with me on this journey. So that's pretty much it for now. I thank you again for tuning in. If you want to hit me up. Number of different ways. JamalAbbott.com is the website. You can reach me at Jamal Abbott on social media. Text me 725-500-5132, or send me an email, jamal@thephoneguy.com. Go ahead and hit me up. Love to hear from you and hear your feedback. And thanks for tuning in. We'll talk again soon.